Hi, friends. Today in science, we're going to be learning how we can build things and take them apart to make new objects. During this lesson, I want you to be thinking about when you're playing with your Legos or blocks or you have cups out, how are you able to use those same pieces and make a new object? That's what we're going to be learning about today in science. So it says, which pieces make up this toy? How could you use the same pieces to make another object? As you explore, you'll find more about how the same set of small pieces can be put together to make different pieces.
Let's explore how to take apart an object and put the same pieces together to make another object. Choose each picture to find out more.
I'm going to choose the first picture.
This object is made up of small pieces. Can you find the different pieces? The object has been taken apart. The small pieces can now be used to build something else. The same small pieces have been put back together to make a new object. Is the new object a different shape or size? Can you find the same parts?
So I want you thinking to yourself, is the new object a different shape or is it the same size? And then what parts do you see that are in this object that you saw in the previous object?
Think about what you saw in the pictures. How did the first object become a different one? Type, record, or draw your answer.
So, what Miss Henderson noticed is in the first object, after it was taken apart, they used those same set of pieces and they put them in a different order in a different way to make a different part. So, you can use your Legos, the same set of Legos, put them in a different order, and you can make a new object with those same set of Legos.
By the end of this lesson, I'll be able to explain how an object made up of smaller pieces can be taken apart and put together to make a different object. Have you ever built something out of blocks or other small pieces? Look at these materials. Move the bricks and other pieces to build a home. See how many different homes you can build using the same pieces.
All right, so Miss Henderson is going to use the bricks first to make a home. I'm going to lay them flat. I'm going to start stacking them together. So I'm going to get the base for my house going. Then I'm going to build a second layer for on my home. Notice that I'm using the same pieces now. I've used 8 different pieces of the brick so far. Now I'm using 9, 10, 11, and 12. Notice I kind of have like a square. My building is like square shaped. I'm going to use a door like that. And then I'm going to put maybe a window, another window. So I've used numerous pieces to make my home. Now I'm going to see if I can use those same pieces to make a different type of home. So notice my home now, and I'm going to use the same pieces
Have
to
you
use a
ever built
different
something
home.
out of blocks or other small pieces? Look at these materials. Move the bricks and other pieces to build a home. See how many different homes you can build using the same pieces.
All right, now I'm going to try to build my second home. This I'm going to make probably a little different. I'm going to use the same set of pieces. Notice I'm using the same bricks. I have the same materials to build my home. This time I'm going to make it a little longer. I'm going to put a window down here, one window down here. Let's see if I can fit one more window right here, another window right here, and then my door. Notice I used the same brick, door, and windows, but this time I was able to make an object using the same set of pieces, but I was able to make a different type of object.
Many objects can be built from the same set of smaller pieces. Which smaller pieces make up this chair? Choose all correct answers. Legs, seat, arms, back.
All right, and it says, which smaller pieces make up this chair? So first, I'm going to look at the first option, and I know the chair has legs. That's a small piece of the entire chair, so I think that's one of my answers. It says choose all that applies, so that means it can be multiple answers if we see that it's correct. The seat, does the chair have a seat? Yes, it does. I'm going to click that. What about arms? I don't notice arms on the chair, so I'm not going to select that. I don't think that's one of the smaller pieces that make up the chair because I don't see that as one of the parts of the chair. And then it says the back, and I'm going to select that because the back is right here. And let's check our work. Great job.
Great job. The smaller set of pieces that make up the chair are the legs, the seat, and the back.
All right, and so the apply what you know. So I just want you thinking to yourself, you can discuss with a brother, sister, maybe one of your parents, your grandparents. I want you thinking, how can different objects be made from the same set of pieces? Make sure you use evidence that we learned today to support your answer. And I want you discussing that with your family members at home. And then maybe you can bring out some of your Legos or your blocks and do that same science experiment that I have in the work schedule today. So great job today.
You have just finished. Build it up, break it down.
Great job. We have just finished how to learn about how the same set of objects can make a new object. So like I said, I challenge you to do the optional science experiment today, which is using your Legos and your blocks to make different sets of pieces, different sets of objects. And also remember to click the link to complete your science experiment and your science lesson classwork for today.